The sky is golden, thick choking clouds swirl endlessly above. The air is heavy. Every breath burns. You open your eyes and the sun is a distant dim glow behind a curtain of acid. You realize this world doesn't forgive mistakes. It doesn't wait. It doesn't care. Yet somehow here you are standing on the surface of Venus. For 100 days you are alive. How? And what would it take to survive in a place that seems designed to destroy life itself? Imagine waking up to a planet where the atmosphere is 90 times denser than Earth's, where pressure alone could crush a human body like a tin can, where the air is almost entirely carbon dioxide, and the clouds are made of sulfuric acid. And the temperature? It hovers around 465 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt lead. No wind chill, no relief, just constant, unrelenting heat. This is Venus, Earth's twin in size, but a twin gone terribly wrong. So what if you, a human being, somehow managed to survive there for 100 days? What would your life look like? What horrors and what marvels would unfold in those 3 months? Let's step into this scenario layer by layer and explore a world that feels both alien and terrifyingly close. Venus is often called Earth's twin. On paper, it is similar. It has a similar size, similar gravity, and it rotates slowly, almost like it's moving in slow motion. But beyond that, the resemblance ends. Its atmosphere is a deadly soup of carbon dioxide, with clouds of concentrated sulfuric acid, and a surface pressure equivalent to being 900 meters underwater. Any human stepping onto this surface without protection would be obliterated instantly. And yet, in our scenario, somehow you've been armored, encased in a suit that can withstand pressure, heat and acid supplied with oxygen, water, and the bare necessities to survive. Your first challenge is heat. Even the Sahara Desert at its peak seems mild in comparison. Every second outside your safe enclosure threatens to melt electronics, warp metals, and turn flesh to ash. Your protective suit isn't just clothing, it's life itself. It must contain a thermal regulation system, active cooling and shielding against acid. Its helmet must resist fogging and acid etching. Every movement requires thought. A simple misstep could be fatal. On Venus, even the air itself is an enemy. Then there is the air pressure. A simple human body is built to handle 1 atmosphere. Venus delivers 90. For perspective, imagine diving beneath the ocean to nearly a kilometer deep, but without water to give you buoyancy. Without your protective suit, your body would flatten under the weight. Lungs collapse, blood vessels burst, bones fracture. This is why, in this scenario, survival is only possible with technology that defies human limitations. A suit, a pod, or a mobile habitat designed to mimic Earth-like conditions. Next, consider the gravity. Venus has about 90% of Earth's gravity, which might sound harmless. But when combined with crushing atmospheric pressure, intense heat, and corrosive air, simple movement becomes a monumental effort. Each step, each gesture is an exertion of energy. You are perpetually fighting the planet itself, balancing between survival and exhaustion. And yet, even in this nightmare, Venus offers a strange beauty. Its skies are painted in hues of yellow and orange. Clouds ripple in eerie formations. Lightning storms rage across the horizon, and the sun appears faint, filtered through acid. These sights are reminders that this world, though lethal, is alien and spectacular, a natural cathedral of extremes. Now, let's compare this scenario to the historical and scientific context. Human exploration of extreme environments on Earth has shown us what is possible. Deep-sea explorers survive at pressures far greater than normal, but underwater habitats must contend with limited mobility, decompression sickness, and constant danger. Astronauts live in vacuum, shielded from radiation, relying entirely on life support systems. Antarctica has been inhabited for months, but its cold, while brutal, is predictable. Venus presents all these dangers simultaneously: heat, pressure, toxicity, and corrosive rain. There is no earthly analog where humans thrive naturally. So what would happen on day 1? You awaken in your pressurized habitat. Outside sensors record 460 degrees Celsius. Almost unbreathable air and clouds dense with sulfuric acid. You must ration resources carefully. Your suit is tested, your communications are established, and your survival is already precarious. Even the simplest tasks, stepping outside to take measurements, capturing samples, or moving your habitat, require meticulous planning. The outside world is not forgiving. By day 5, psychological strain sets in. Venus offers no horizon, no comforting blue sky. The sun is weak and alien. Nights technically last longer than a month given the planet's slow rotation. Your circadian rhythm begins to falter. Isolation magnifies every sound, every thought. The mind begins to play tricks. You rely on technology and routines to preserve sanity. You begin to realize that survival is not just physical, it is mental. By week 2, you encounter the planet's storms. Venus is infamous for its super-rotating winds in the upper atmosphere, reaching speeds of 360 kilometers per hour. On the surface, winds are slower, but the atmosphere is dense and turbulent. Sensors detect lightning, chemical reactions in clouds, and acid rain. Protective measures must be constant. Any exposure could eat away at your suit. Every move must be calculated, every step precise. By week 3, heat management becomes critical. Even inside your suit or habitat, systems must work tirelessly to maintain tolerable temperatures. Energy resources are finite. You must balance exploration with survival. If systems fail, survival ends instantly. Venus does not forgive error. By week 4, you start mapping the terrain. Volcanic plains stretch endlessly, dotted with mountains and ridges. Lava flows are frozen, but active volcanism is a constant threat. You may witness volcanic activity, sulfur plumes, and seismic tremors, reminders that Venus is not a static world. It is alive in a dangerous, untamed way. By day 30, your body begins to adapt to isolation and stress. Muscles may weaken from limited activity inside your habitat, but your mind sharpens. Every action is deliberate. Every decision carries life or death weight. You realize that survival is a complex balance of technology, resource management, and constant vigilance. By day 50, the reality of supply constraints becomes acute. Water, food, and oxygen are limited. Resupply from Earth is impossible. You must rely on recycling systems, collecting water from the atmosphere, purifying and reusing it. Every calorie consumed is precious. Every breath must be monitored. Failure is immediate and absolute. By day 70, communication with Earth may become erratic. Venus's thick atmosphere, combined with solar interference, limits radio signals. Psychological strain intensifies. You are isolated not only physically but also socially. The human mind is not designed for solitude in an alien inferno. You must develop new routines to maintain mental health, including simulation of Earth environments, lights, and sounds. By day 90, even minor mechanical failures become critical. Your suit, habitat, and life support systems have been operating under extreme conditions for months. Corrosion from sulfuric acid, metal fatigue, and heat stress could compromise any system. Your survival depends on your skill in maintenance, improvisation, and constant vigilance. A simple oversight could end everything. By day 100, the culmination of endurance, adaptation, and resilience is tested. Your body is stressed but functional. Your mind is sharper, if tempered by the isolation and intensity of experience. You have learned the rhythms of a planet that devours mistakes. You understand its dangers, its alien beauty, and its relentless hostility. You have survived on Venus for 100 days, not by changing the planet, but by adapting to it with extraordinary technology and unwavering discipline. What does this experience teach us? Venus is a mirror reflecting both the fragility and resilience of human life. It shows us the limits of our biology and the power of ingenuity. It reminds us that survival is never guaranteed, but that the mind and technology can extend life into realms previously thought impossible. And it challenges our assumptions about habitability, endurance, and the meaning of exploration itself. Imagine the bigger picture. If humans could survive 100 days on Venus, what would it mean for future exploration? Could this knowledge pave the way for colonization? Or would it only highlight the extreme risks? How would we reshape our technology, our psychology, and our ethics to operate in such a hostile environment? Venus is not just a planet, it is a test, a crucible of human innovation and endurance. The question lingers. If one person could survive 100 days on Venus, what might a future society look like in the shadow of this alien inferno? Could we imagine a settlement, a research station, or a fully terraformed habitat? Or would Venus remain forever a warning of nature's overwhelming power, a planet that dazzles and terrifies in equal measure? And beyond Venus, beyond our solar system, what other worlds await us? Worlds where survival stretches the imagination, challenges the body, and pushes the mind to its breaking point? What does it truly mean to live on a planet that seems impossible to inhabit?